by Pro Wrestling Clips. Flutes are civil. Conan broke the internet with his Vikingo contract news, though. Everyone's saying he's going to WWE.
Well, they can say whatever they want. That's not happening right now, that's for sure.
What's your next desire? Big flow.
It's time for Jim Cornette's Strike Through, sponsored by Stephen P. New. Send an email to our crew, buy a cameo or two. It's Jim Cornette's Strike Through. Come and pull up to the window and we'll open up the screen. Watch his corny cuts of promo on that bitch at Dairy Queen. Hear a tale of Smoky Mountain and some stories from the South.
Then make like Vince McMahon and shove a sandwich in your mouth.
It's Jim Cornette's podcast, taking questions you will ask. Talking wrestling from the past with his co-host Brian Last. It's Jim Cornette's podcast. Come see Nero, Kevin Pockets, Dino Douche, and Chuckle Fuck. Felix Riho, Baldenbach, and Harpo Faker Fuck. And then there's endless twerking from good old 90 Gifts.
And then there's Maki Ito, she's the god of love and piss.
It's Jim Cornette's Straight Through, knocking AEW. The Observer thinks it's fine, Uncle Davis lost his mind. We used to be on Monday, now we're not on Monday.
King Kong Bundy.
Jim Cornette's Straight Through. Thank you.
I'd be remiss for my friend if I didn't ask you about Fallen Angel.
So the Fallen Angel is a performer named Chris Daniels, and Chicago guy.
Yeah.
And was brought out to Los Angeles, and he had the daunting task of taking someone like me who couldn't move and trying to teach them the basics.
How to move.
The basics of the business.
So, hairline. I have Paul London imitating Aubrey Edwards. You want to watch that video? You want to watch that? It sounds funny. Like, I don't know. Those words strung together sound hilarious to me. So, let's get into this and see if it'll pop us or something.
I popped us already. We're already popped.
Okay, so here on X, formerly known as Twitter, still known as Twitter to many, we have Paul London imitating Aubrey Edwards. And he's here with James here. I don't know who that is. Rene Dupree, shout him out. And Ace Darling. That's a fucking throwback. Ace Darling. I think he did dark matches for like ECW and WWF back in the day, but never really made it. But shout out all you guys. Shout out Paul London. Here is Paul London imitating Aubrey Edwards. Shout out Cafe du Rene Dupree.
Yeah, she was like, "You don't recognize me, do you?"
Right.
Or something like that. She's like, "I'm only one of the most famous referees in professional wrestling." And he was like, "Oh, I don't really watch WWF anymore. Like, I haven't watched it." She's like, "WWE? Please." I wrestle for I'm a referee for AEW. It's the newest shit. If you don't know it, then you need to go check it out.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
And
oh no!
And then he was just like, yeah. She was like,
oh my god! London just bodied her.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome to a morning edition of a PWT Run-In. Yeah. I am your host, the infallible Phil Marks. and we're here. We made it. Another lovely day, another lovely morning. Well, it's like 10:41 where I'm at, so we're almost at noontime. But either way, a little brunch show, a little brunch with Phil. How you guys doing in the chat? Hope you're all doing well. Almost 50 of you. Wow, I didn't expect that. So run-ins can pop out of nowhere and pop up out of nowhere like a good RKO. And you guys are right there with me. How y'all doing? Hope you're all doing good. It's Monday morning. I figured, hey, might as well do a little run-in. While I got your attention, while people file in, I'm going to do some new Patreon content right after I'm done this. I'm going to do Tough Enough episode 2. So if you're not a patron, consider that. Of course, the member cutoff for the giveaway at Survivor Series was this last on the 2nd there. And so Survivor Series, we got the names down. We're going to do a giveaway. So that'll be fun. Thanks for everybody who became a member. And yeah, make sure you hit that like. Make sure you hit that subscribe. Make sure if you guys haven't, you check out the podcast I did with Supa Dupa Duplex, our guy Suplex. He's a, bit of a bigger name in the space. And he blessed us. A lot of people might say, oh, this Phil guy's a little taboo. And yeah, you're didn't fix your time yet. I see. No, we don't change time where I'm at. We stay the exact same. And yeah, everyone else moves around me. The universe literally revolves around me, dude. Time and space. Shout out Wrestling Soup. But yeah, so I love it. I'm going to do more of these, and I'm dropping Patreon content, like multiple videos a week, watching all the Botchamanias, watching Tough Enough Season 1 with you guys. Did an awesome pod with Suplex, who, people in his circle might be like, hey, that Phil guy's a little taboo, but he's like, no, I'll come do the damn thing. And it was brilliant. I've been a fan of that guy forever. And yeah, that's the 80th episode of PWT Podcast. Insane. This is whatever run-in, the 3rd or 4th one I've done. And then if you think about it, the live show's at almost 70 episodes too. So we're going crazy here at PWT. And it's only getting bigger and brighter. And it's all because of you, the PWT universe. And of course, this is the standard bibble and babbling till enough of you get in here. And yeah, there's about 60 of you. It's still climbing. So we're going to dive right into Phil Mark's bookmarks. As you guys can tell, the title will tell you everything, right? We're reading books by their covers here. So as the title says, Ricochet and Dijak are being cringe on social media this morning. I woke up to that. I'm going to check in with chat in a minute. But also, wrestling gets real. I had a really fun time last time. And yeah, we're going to do the next 2. We're going to watch them in reverse order. And that'll take up a bit of time. And then if there's any time left, maybe we'll just dibble and and don't worry, I got more than just Dijak and Ricochet. We're going to talk about, we're just going to do a whole sicko segment here to kick things off. You know what I mean? And yeah, so just make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Chat, let me know how you're doing. So I'm about to come check in with you guys right now. So let's start off with super chats here. Super Duper Gamer for 2 LBS. Says, wait, what if Dijak is signed and is the AEW mole? The truth is out there. Yeah, I don't know, man. Everyone's getting accused of being the mole. I'm the mole. No. It could be. Who knows? I would not be shocked. Miss October 30 for $2 says, can't stay, have work, enjoy. Hey, thank you very much. You're amazing. And you'll catch the replay as soon as this is done. The run-ins stay up on both channels as soon as they're done. So it's just something different I do. Got to mix it up. Plenty and Pixel Art for $5 says, I am internally jealous of your ability to ignore DST. Yeah, dude. It's a good thing because shit just starts earlier, you know? So, and if you guys can't tell, I got up a little earlier here to do this live show. So, yeah, it's nice, man. Thank you so much. And yeah, so I think that means East Coast now, instead of being 2 hours ahead of me, now they're just an hour ahead of me. So it makes it easier too for like getting guests or that sort of thing. So yeah, thank you so much, Plinian. You are the man. I'm gonna give you a bruv. You're always here too. What the fuck? You guys remember the one live show? Plinian's like, oh man, I'm not gonna be around that much, and then he's around every show, day or night. Fighting evil by moonlight, PWT at daylight. Wrestling Soup for $10 says the real mole was the moles along the way. Yeah,
Dummy.
yeah. Let's go. Shout out Wrestling Soup. Thank you so much. And yeah, dude, the mole thing is so funny. He's going hard in the paint too. So I wonder if what's the John Cena? How does it go? So you think you're untouchable? You know, dude thinks he's like Elliot Ness in this bitch, you know? Wrestling Soup, what's up, man? We got to do a morning show sometime. What the hell? I'm going to DM you right after this. Wrestling Soup, everybody. Round of applause for them. The legends, true OGs in the game. Plinian for $5 goes, my work schedule changed. Okay. All right. Well, hopefully that's a good thing. Sometimes that can be a bad thing. Seems like it's a good thing. Oh, am I not even showing it? Yeah. Here we go. Shout out StreamYard. Okay, so let's dive into Phil Marks bookmarks. Thank you, Plinian. I know it wasn't showing, but here you go. All right. Can you say? Hells yeah. MF Doomcast. Yeah, I was just blowing Doom there after Bronson Reed wore the MF Doom singlet on the live show there. I was going crazy, drooling all over that. So let's go into Phil Marks bookmarks. And I got to share with you guys some stuff. So we're going to circle back to this, right? And we're going to have some fun with some of these suspended account tombstones sicko action. I know we covered this already, but how funny is it? The mole, speaking of the mole, he did tell us Tony Khan was literally going to be dressed as Time Cop for Halloween, right? So we covered that before. Just a good little refresher to kick off this morning show here.
The best guys, Tony Khan.
And yeah, this is our sicko segment of the week. Plug your ears, folks. Unpaid critic quote tweets, or rather grabs a screenshot of this account called Blue Fox that already has the picture up of Nixon Newell is hashtag all elite. Nixon Newell, of course, being Tegan Knox, who was recently released from WWE. And it's funny to me because it's like, how on earth do people still do this? This would be like doing the mannequin challenge. It's so bad and dated to make the graphic, this person's all elite. You know, it'll be funny again in like 20 years or 10 years or whatever. But right now, it's like, come on, man. That's almost like a curse. You're almost like jinxing her by doing that. And yeah, so I got a big kick out of that. I'm surprised I haven't seen, if anyone can tag me in one for Baron Corbin or Karen Borbin. And what would be the other name? Who is the other one? Indy Hartwell, right? Hindi Artwell. You know what I mean? The last is all elite graphic I made was Scripps. Even that, wasn't that like a week ago, dude? No, I'm just kidding. But for real, I get it if you're not being serious, but this guy's got the prayer emoji up. Like he's manifesting this, folks. Right? So quite interesting. Pro Wrestle Counselor tweets this out, and it's a screen grab of Drain Bamager, who, you know, I've been made aware people really in the IWC believe that this is the burner account of someone in AEW, right? Some people even think it's Tony McConn's. I don't know. I don't think it'd be Tony Khan's. I don't think Tony's honestly a dude. I don't know, maybe. I think he's just like, he'll just lurk on his main account. That's how I feel. If you see the people Tony responds to, I don't think he's got a whole burner. I don't think he's like afraid of his geekdom because he's got $1 billion. When you have $1 billion, like you don't give a fuck what people think, you know, ultimately. And that's why he can get away with what's been going on for so long, at least the past few years. Anyways, though, Pro Wrestling Counselor says, just an FYI, people like this guy didn't give an S, YouTube, when Marco was fired. No, he didn't give a shit. So Marco Stunt, we covered it on the show. He retired, like announced his retirement, and we covered it before, right? We've chronicled it, rather, not even covered it. We're going to call it chronicle it, because this is episodic television here at PWT, folks. Yeah. But we talked about it, man. Like he said, I might not be able to wrestle. And then we're like, well, what's wrong with him? You know? And then it comes out he can't wrestle at the advice of like his doctor. And yeah, so this is part 3 now of the trilogy of Marco Stunt, I guess, is Drain Bamager's statement, I guess. Because this feels like, do you work for AEW, bro? Like, I don't know. It's silly. And people brought it to my attention, and it's like, yeah, this guy, I don't know. Who puts out like, this is like a press statement, you know? Anyways, and prayers up for Marco Stunt. Like, I don't want, hopefully he doesn't go through any bad health issues or anything like that. We said it on the show, though. Maybe don't weigh 75 pounds and get bumped around by Lance Archer and stuff. I don't know if like your body was built for that, whatever, though. I'll let God judge. I'm just observing. The observer. Tony Khan. So Marco Stunt played an integral role in giving the AEW men's division the much needed juice the company needed when it was on its baby feet. What?
You what?
Dude, Marco Stunt has baby feet. What are you talking about? No, I don't mean to be rude, but anyways, his most memorable moment was when he made his debut at Double or Nothing, and that can't be topped by what? Like any other like when Effie was gonna hit him with the the Dido move, you know what I mean? What is that? I don't know, man. It was better than CM Punk's return to the squared circle in 21. Yo, this has to be a troll, right? AI must have written this for this guy as like a troll. This guy goes, I'm going to miss the fuck out of Marco. He was truly a one of a kind in professional wrestling. I can just hear Jim Cornette now. Oh, he was one of a kind, all right. Really sad day. I might actually log off for the month. I'm just really not okay.
Emotional damage.
With all due respect, like, I'm not trying to be a hater here, folks, but and like, yo, prayers up for Marco, for real. And I like the whole Jurassic Express thing, and it could have worked with Marco. They just had to like job him all the time and not use him in ring, you know? And if he was, job. I don't want to see him in 6-mans doing flips on dudes and shit, you know? I don't want to see him going 8 minutes with Lance Archer. But like, okay, just Spike Dudley him, but I'm okay with it. You know what I mean? Hornswoggle, I'm okay with it. You know, if you can think of something clever or funny or fun or unique to do, I'm down with it. Not to put Marco Stunt in the Hornswoggle conversation, but let's be honest. He's more in that conversation than he would be a Rey Mysterio or that sort of conversation, in my opinion. I don't know. That's just me. So, yeah, I don't actually believe that this person is really... Unless that is Jack Perry's burner or Anna Jay's burner, you know what I mean? Or that's Luchasaurus's burner. And then them going like, I might log off for a month. You know damn well you're not going to do that. You know damn well why you put this tweet out there. And like, it's okay. I'm not saying, oh, don't have feels, you know, but that this is unrealistic to say it was bigger than CM Punk's return unless you don't like Punk. Who doesn't like Punk loves Jurassic Express, and the conspiracy theory is this is a burner of someone in AEW. Hey, I'll be the one to call me asshole. Everyone does already. I'll say it. Jack Perry's burner is Draymond. Allegedly, I don't know. Like, I didn't say it. Maybe you didn't. I didn't. But like, right? Who hates Punk and loves Marco Stunt? Let's just think about it for a second. So I don't know, man. I just cringed me right out of my underoos. So at Marie Shadows, this man is exposing of Tony Khan's bullshit. Shout out Julius Wright. So this guy here, Martin Firestein, says, what's your perspective? And this is to the mole. Mole. I need, I'm going to put that on the soundboard too for the mole segments here. So Firestein goes, what's your perspective on the Punk Elite drama? 1, whose fault was it? 2, why didn't Tony nip it in the bud before it got so bad? Surface level questions, easy. I'm just going to point it out, not hating on the mole. You guys know, go to the mole, you shouted me out, shout you out, buddy. But it's, we know why, because Tony just lets people. There was a report on it too that MVP is mending fences between Max Caster and Benjamin, himself and Jericho, but he's doing it on his own. It's not like Tony's telling him to go do this. Like, he's just taking it upon himself. In AEW, you have to take shit upon yourself. So that's why it didn't get nipped in the bud. But whose fault was it? That's subjective, I guess. But Mole says this. Punk didn't do anything wrong. They made up a reason to get mad at him regarding him wanting Colt Cabana fired, which would have happened before he signed if he wanted it. And then Adam Page tried to embarrass him on live TV. How Punk got any bad press is still insane to me. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, we all know. That's just like, whatever. I said the same shit. But shout out the mole. Anyways, this guy goes, does Tony really just let people sit at home for months at a time collecting a paycheck if they don't like creative? Guys, don't ask the mole shit like this. This is dumb. I'm sorry, Tyler Cole, love you, bud. Don't even waste your time. Yes. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Miro's at home. No? Why would you even ask him this question? We know the answer. You know what I mean? This is nothing. I could have told you all this, right? So, where's Wardlow been at? You know? Yes, of course he does that. We already know, right? So, anyways, but Mole goes, yep, not just his own failing via creative, but also to keep them from going elsewhere. Obviously. I've also pointed out, if you get over on your own, Tony doesn't like that either. So I could just say that, doesn't mean it's legit. And again, I'm going hard today. It's a morning show, damn it. I need more Java. Get me some Java. Anyways, he goes, I think when someone leaves and does well, it's more evidence his booking doesn't cut the mustard. Right. So we know that. And interesting stuff, I'm glad he's revealing. Mole's been revealing a little more and more, but some of this is like, guys, we can't be asking him questions like this. It's pointless, It's pointless. And I love you all. Sorry if you guys are asking him questions like this, but you need better questions. Don't just ask to ask, right? Ask things that, Anyways, Just Jay goes, does anyone speak up about the bad creative, or are they all just comfortable collecting their checks? That's a decent question there. However, again, we know the answer. So it's cool to hear, like, does anyone speak up? Now, if he goes, yes, for sure, someone spoke up, that's cool to hear. Like, I'd love to know who does and who doesn't. However, we know if you don't like his creative, you sit at home. Miro, we already know. Right. So anyways, though, nobody has ever questioned his booking to his face other than Punk. So boom, right there. Good question, because we got a good answer. I can remember off the top of my head. So basically everyone's just like, you either I don't want to do this or I do want to do, according to the mole. We don't know for sure. But Punk questioned it. That's such a no-no there. You gotta go. Such a no. You gotta go. So Alex Lamb says, not even Cody opening question TK to his face. A good follow-up. Thank you, Alex Lamb. Okay. And this guy goes, I was thinking more recently Cody always did, yes, but he had a fair amount of control, so it would be the other way around. So now I start in my brain, I go, the mole's been around since Cody's been there. Interesting. But other way around, meaning TK would challenge Cody's ideas. Yeah, so basically, it's what the mole is insinuating here. What it seems to me, what I'm extrapolating is sort of what this guy followed up and asked. And that's what I'm interested in, is the psychology behind it, you know? But Cody would always challenge things according to the mole. And allegedly he would challenge things, but also he would be challenged by Tony, who I don't think it's ever just Tony. I think Tony and the Bucks are a lot, even if they're not attached at the hip. I think they're real on the same page with like a lot of stuff, you know? So that's my assessment. Again, everything with a pinch of salt, but again, Time Cop. All I'm saying, he got Time Cop right. Okay. Tony's favorite movie. All right. So okay. Moving along. Auntie Collins Fightful Over Book says, if you don't know the difference between a wig and a weave, you shouldn't comment on it. This ain't it. And oh no, did Matthew Gregg delete his post? So the Botchamania dude, Matthew Gregg, shout him out. He made a post and said Lash Legends wig came off or weave came off. And then this lady goes, if you don't know the difference between a wig and a weave, you shouldn't comment on it. This ain't it. He's a dude. He doesn't wear wigs or weaves, right? It's like if I said, oh, those are pantyhose. And you're like, well, actually, they're tights or so. I don't know the difference. You know what I mean? Because I haven't worn them. Okay. So, yeah, I forget the clip. I think it was from SmackDown or something, but it's unfortunate he got pressure to delete shit because people are like, you need to think and understand things from my world or else this ain't it. And it's like, no. You know? Everyone's like, be yourself, and then you be yourself, and then they're like, oh, don't be like that. And you're just like, okay. Fuck you. So shout out Matthew Gregg, and come on, dude. I guarantee you the lady who lost her wig/weave doesn't give a shit, you know, that he mixed those things up. Anyways, Heel Uzi says the most delusional account in the IWC at AIR Gold. Kyle Fletcher looks like a young Randy Orton. Oh God. Oh my God. Why? Because he has a tattoo and has a shaved head, bruv. Come on. It's ridiculous. Do you guys get Randy Orton vibes? I don't, man. I don't, but I do like that he's like separating from Osprey. But like young Orton, I don't know. Why? Because they're shaved heads and have an arm tattoo? I don't get the same vibe. I get but not to like knock Fletcher. He's got a bright future ahead of him for sure. Now, like however long whatever Tony can do with him is up in the air, but like again, when you're the age he is, let me look it up. How old's Kyle Fletcher? Kyle Fletcher age 25, bro. He could be here for 5 more years, become a multimillionaire, go to WWE and fucking be main roster ready, or just do like a year in NXT. And you know, it can happen. Trust me. If Ethan Page can go over there and do it, Fletcher can do it. And I know you guys might be like, oh, come on now, Phil. That's not very fair. But like, I'm not comparing him to Orton by any means, you know, but he's got a bright future ahead of him. You know, he can he can cut promos. I know the AEW fans were like, shut the fuck. They were like, wrap it up and shit, because this is why the stories suck. And so they're not there to see the stories. Like the sickos go into those goddamn shows just want to see like Hater come back after 2 years and fall through Hot Wheels and tables. That's what they want. They want to see Abaddon face planting on tables that won't break in Ring of Honor and shit. I'm telling you. And like, that's what you made. So like, they don't care when your guys really spit in a fire promo, unless it's MJF making fat and dick jokes like it's fucking 2001, you know? So I'm going hard this morning, folks. Okay. Shout out Fletcher, though. I do, but not Randy Orton. Not in my opinion, anyways. Whatever. So this person right here, right? King Gao or whatever. I thought this was ludicrous. Excuse me. Pardon me, guys. So you scroll up here and he goes, last ride Liger Bomb is crazy. Right? And so speaking of Fletcher, so I think it's like Commander. I don't want to get Don Stevens, so but we're gonna. So look, I'm gonna scrub through it, guys. So sorry if it's choppy, but he does a moonsault. Fletcher gets his feet up, kicks dude in the face, right? He goes flying. And then like a Liger Bomb. But I don't know why it's a Liger Bomb. Like, this is just a last ride power bomb. I don't give a fuck because he sits out. Okay, I guess. Yeah, Liger Bomb. And then he kicks out, right? And then it struck up discussion. And I even tweeted out, I'm like, dude, this is why people don't care. Like, the moves don't move people in AEW because they all just kick out of fucking everything, right? And this guy goes, Brian Elzaga, shout him out. He goes, and that's why AEW will forever be a joke. First, how do you no-sell that 2 feet to the face? He didn't like no-sell it, but he got up so quick. And second, like, they could have laid there, milked the crowd reacts, he gets him up for the bomb, and then he's laid out, he can't even cover him, they're both laid out, crawls over, drapes his arm, 1, 2, kick out, the crowd's like, oh shit, you know? Oh, that's WWE boring style. Is it? Like, okay, is it? To me, dude, the energy from that crowd, you can't tell me like that wouldn't feel better than just like doing 18 moves and landing on your neck. I'm sorry, you know? Anyways, he goes, there's 2 feet to the face, and second, there's no reason for him to kick out of that power bomb. Yeah, that should have just been the finish. And you had the crowd there. So then if you watched it too, the crowd kind of goes flat after that. Because it's like, you can't get better than that. What else are you going to do? Save it for the next one then. Oh, no, it'll be better, bruv, if we flip him up and do this. Just save it for the next one then. You know, and it'll be even better then, dude. What the fuck? Anyways, that's why house shows are important, folks. You figure out what works and what doesn't, et cetera, et cetera. So, but this guy responds. He goes, and that's why WWE will forever be a joke. How do you kick out of the world champion's power bomb? Second, why is it his finisher if he can't win every match with it? Okay, here's the thing with Gunther. The idea is that he can finish you with whatever move. He doesn't really technically have a finisher, bro. Now, like the Avalanche power bomb, I would say in 2K they'd be like, that's his super finisher, but that's like the move you don't kick out from. But otherwise, Gunther's whole thing is he'll beat you with a lariat or a fucking body splash from the top, or he'll tap you out with a variety. He's got like 2-3 submissions, or he'll power bomb you. So that's the one thing. If you want to get technical about the storytelling of the maneuvers and why, and I'm not like making excuse, like, yes, Gunther's power bomb should finish you, but also Cody's kicked out of spears. Cody's fucking John Cena right now, bro. He's super Cody. He's Homelander, just not evil, you know? He's Superman right now. That's why he's kicking out of everything. He's overcoming the odds. He's the underdog guy who shouldn't kick out, but he does, right? And that's why you're like, what the fuck? Because they protected Gunther so much and so well. This isn't Commander and Kyle Fletcher. Fletcher's doing jobs all the time leading up to this, like all of a sudden he shaves his head. Now he's beating fucking Commander. Okay. This is Gunther, the longest reigning IC champ of all time, and Cody, who ended one of the longest, the Hulk Hogan run of our lifetime, of our generation. Cody ended that and is the face now carrying after Roman. Like, that's why it's levels difference, but also just look at the pacing. So this guy flips, gets kicked in the face, does a backflip. You know what I mean? Like, we can fucking, he goes flying, rolls over, eats a power bomb, kick out. This was like a milked match after they ground grappled. They did a lot of holds and shit. And I know people are like, oh, holds, but just look at even like the pacing of this power bomb. Look at him put Cody. gets him up, plants him, lays on him. Ref gets in there, 1, 2, kick out. Crowd erupts. I don't want to play it. We're going to get Don Stevens, but yeah, it's just, and then I wrote under here, comparing these two things is bonkers, my guy, you know, and this guy, he definitely should make your sicko segment. He did, bud. He did, because that is crazy to me. And yeah, I'm pulling out a little breakdown there. So the death of AEW, Awful Wrestling, goes Sunday side quest video in response to a lie. Audio clip courtesy of Corny Fan 8876 Rock and Ropes X Space. So Awful, man, he's been like I've been DMing with him back and forth, and he's just been in some beef, you know what I mean? And I don't know, it's hilarious to me. I'm DMing him, I'm like, bro, I'm just laughing. I'm like, he even messaged me and was like, dude, there's no point in even listening to my space with AIR Gold. He doesn't even talk. He won't even talk about anything real. And I'm like, exactly. That's what I told you guys. So it's funny that I went on that rant on my live show and turned out that was the case. Awful hit me up and was like, Phil, don't even watch that shit. He can't even keep it real. You know, it's like, exactly. So, yeah, we definitely video game shit. Yeah, that's exactly it. But yeah, so I was having a laugh. You know, he's telling me about all this stuff, and he's like, I should make a video. I'm like, yeah, do it, and do it for me, because I'll play it on the show, and then I'll understand this all better, you know? So shout him out. Here's his video. I didn't watch this yet, so let's watch this all together. And this is his Sunday side quest video in response to a lie. So I believe people are lying about him.
Liar!
And Awful wants to tell him.
Tell us what you know, you goddamn liar!
Here we go. Andrew Baydella, and he's got the time cop music, I think. Awful Wrestling said this. I love how Awful's like The Rock. He's pulling a Phil, and let Phil tell you, yeah.
Well, some of these guys who were on here tried.
And then the picture of him. Let's go. This handsome motherfucker.
To dox me, you know what I mean? And it was just like, nah, I'm gonna show my face. What the fuck?
Oh my god, this is so deep, man. Here's the thing, like, I get in it with the sickos, like we do the sicko segment, but I ain't in it like this. I don't get to these. This is hilarious. I get such a kick out of this. It was a deliberate indirect shot at the one person on the space, because he did say, he's like, someone in here tried to dox me even, and I guess Baydalla was listening, and then he stooged himself, I guess, by trying to speak, and then he's like, I didn't try to do that. But it's like, well, how'd you know he was talking about you, you know? So like, Awful's a clever cat, man. And it's just hilarious. He's getting into it with Baydalla. Hey, Baydalla, why the fuck do you care about Awful Wrestling? He fucking hates AEW. He's an account that's like, yeah, I want AEW to die. Why do you care? What isn't Baydalla like trying to be legit, you know? I don't know. To me, it's just hilarious. This whole thing is hilarious. All this shit. IWC is, that's why this show, PWT, came around at the perfect time. It's like, this shit is getting so ridiculously funny and just out of, it's like, what is, I don't know. It's awesome, man. We're here to just laugh at this till the ends of time. That person was Andrew Baydalla. Here we go.
Andrew, I see you raising your hand, dog. I'm gonna be. This is your time on the floor. Say what's on your mind, big dog.
Yeah, big dog. I'm sorry. Let's go.
Well, first and foremost, Awful. I have never tried to dox you. Number one, I know that was directed at me.
Oh, so he just kind of called him out, but like, It is kind of stooging yourself. Chat, let me know. Is that stooging? Is that Bay Dallas stooging himself? I don't know. You guys tell me. I'm gonna say it's stooging himself. Sure was. He claimed publicly that he wasn't trying to dox Awful Wrestling, asserting I'm listening. Let's see the proof that he was. A DM sent from Andy to a mutual, and the mutual corrected the record. Yeah, so that is 100% not Awful. Awful is black. That's not him. He revealed himself live tonight. This shit is so cringe, man. Andrew was asking someone else, not me, if that's who I was, but why? So I DM Mr. Baydala. Oh, man, and Awful's like dropping DMs. Shit. Oh, my God. Ooh, do you guys feel that in your bodies? That cringe feeling? Shake that shit out. Let's go, okay? Ooh. Oh, my God. You with me, chat? Let's go. So this is Awful messaging Baydala, I guess, okay? Whoo. He goes, hello, Andrew. Hope all is well. I need hello, Andrew. Hope all is well. Let me be perfectly clear. The person who you thought was me clearly wasn't. I would suggest I'm trying to do an Awful. I would suggest from this point forward not to be it's like Awful Obama. Immature as to share with others spurious info about me. I am not interested in anything having to do with you on any personal level and blah, blah, blah. So Awful even blacked it out, and he sent him a novel. Okay. I apologize for using his videos without consent as well. Why? I'm using yours without consent, Awful. The fucking internet, bro. I'm not saying steal people's shit, but you're doing like mix-ups of his stuff that you don't need to apologize for that, right? That's allowed in 2024. You know, it's called transformative content, bro. So you do a little commentary, you put your little letters, you use your little time cop music. That's allowed, bro. All right, don't apologize. But yeah, Awful's like, however, you can by all means talk to me directly if you get some nonsense, and I'll be happy to clear it up. My DMs stay open. Lastly, I personally apologize to you for including you in my videos or even intimating that you grift. That will never happen again. Okay, well. So, this is so cringe. Baydal is like, I was sent pictures of who someone thought you were. I never put those pictures out or even said it was you. I DM one person saying, is this the guy? Then why do you care? Then you did do it. Like, do you guys get, like, here's the thing. Why is Baydala comfortable getting potential doxing material, and then he's comfortable sending potential doxing material to confirm potential doxing material? Do you get it? Like, no, your hands in the cookie jar, and this is all fucking dumb, right? This is restarted, and and like, you can just apologize, and both of you guys can go your mutual ways. It's crazy. Like, it's so crazy, bro. It doesn't matter, right? Hey, people, don't send me pictures of anyone. I don't care. That's cringe. Don't be like Andrew McDowell. Oh, my God. It's crazy. Like, I was sent pictures. Yeah, it's all dumb. Okay, we're done with this one. Here, let's see what Awful's got to say. Don't lie. You tried. Yeah, so he had to defend himself. So I get it, right? Motherfuckers came out like, no, dude, I didn't do this. And Awful's like, because when Awful jumped on that space too, they just jumped on him like idiots. Like, you can't even, people are just, well, I don't know. Luckily Awful had some clips of it that he sent me. So literally I got like the clip version, but it's like a private thing. I don't know. He clipped it, and like he said that they like deleted the whole thing like idiots by accident. And I was like, shit. But yeah, he even told me, he's like, don't even listen. He's like, nothing of note came of it other than this Baydala stuff. So I don't know. Shout out Awful, I guess. That was, ooh, did you guys feel that? Speaking of cringe, AIR Gold comes back with like a picture of Orton and Kyle Fletcher standing next to each other. And he's like, the resemblance is uncanny. And I just don't think so, man. Like, okay, they're both very fit young guys. And then what else about it? You know, one of them has an arm tattoo and they both wear black trunks. Like, I just don't see it, man. I don't see the resemblance at all. You know, their physique, I guess, yeah, is similar. You know, Orton's got bigger legs. I don't know. I don't get what this guy's seeing, you know, and just their wrestling styles are so different. But not hating on Fletcher. I would honestly, if I was developing a young guy, 25, I'd be looking at him. I'm not joking. I know a lot of people might be like, oh, come on now, Phil. That's not very fair. It's fair use commentary, especially if it's news-based. Exactly. Yeah, you don't. It's all just weird. Sorry, guys, had to cringe you out. That's what happens in the sicko segment, okay? We got... right? We don't back down. We fucking cover it all, no matter how goofy it gets. And shout out Awful, for real, you know? But that's his little side quest there covered on the show. So Pro Wrestling Counselor again goes, do these people not know that the block button exists? It's like they love the attention. Now, Wrestling Mark 16 is a goober, but he is right. He is right. I get it too, man. I can't even criticize WWE. If I do, I get ratioed with comments to likes and people like, what, did you not even see the thing? It's like, well, it's like, yeah, no, I see everything, bro. That's the thing. That's my problem. That's my curse. That's my burden to bear, right? Is that I see it all, bro. Right? So, no, I see everything, bro. I just have an opinion you don't like, right? So it's all good. Now, if I was consistently missing the mark, okay, then you can go, okay, Mr. Marks, you're fucking up. What's going on? But it's like most of the time I'm spot on. Sometimes I'll come with some shit people don't expect, but again, subjectivity is a thing, man. Anyways, though, Wrestling Mark 16, he goes, being an AEW fan on this app is fucking exhausting. Now, Wrestling Mark 16 can't be saying this shit when he's just super toxic and whack and clearly saying unrealistic shit all the time, you know, but he is right. Like, there are people who just try to enjoy the shit they enjoy, and they got to deal with a lot of sickos from the other side. It is true. But, yeah, he goes on to say you like something or are looking forward to a show, and you've got pictures of the hard cam or a WrestleNomics screenshot in the comments. It's true, bro. But yeah, he is saying you can block motherfuckers. But then even if you block them, Elon's making it so you can see tweets, and that's being rolled out. Someone screen grabbed and showed me today. I tested it on Meltzer's. That's what this run-in was going to be, was just scrolling through Meltzer's. However, I'm still blocked and it's not letting me see yet, but I'm also in Canada. So these shits get rolled out in different regions and then I think country based and stuff. So it might even be like, oh, on the East Coast, if you're based in Twitter on the East Coast, you can now see block stuff. Everyone go test your Twitters if you have them and follow me while you're at it at prowrestletimes. But yeah, even if you do that, Elon made it so people can just lurk your shit and then screen grab and do these anyways. So I get where this dude's coming from. Like, this guy's like, do you know that the block button exists? Wrestling Mark's like sitting here probably thinking, yeah, I got fucking screen grab. Now I'm still getting roasted. And that's the internet, bro. So now I'm not aligning with Wrestling Mark 16 over here. He's a goober, as I said. But however, he is, you know, even a broken clock is right twice a day. You know what I mean? So anyways, Webb is Jericho said that Saraya shares disturbing DMs sent to her. So we're going to go to Webb is Jericho, baby. Webb is Jericho. So let's share this tab. And here we go. Let's just read these sicko DMs that Saraya got. FKA page. She goes, or she doesn't say shit. She received these messages. This guy goes, I love your mom. Or I love you, mom. Mom, breastfeed me, please, mom, please. I love you, mom. I love you, mommy. I love you, mom. I love you, mom. What, did Moose Knuckle get in her DM somehow?
You what?
PWT Universe Insider joke there. I would like to be in your belly for 9 months and be your baby, please, mommy, mom. Christ. And she goes, STG, I get the weirdest shit sent to me. Yeah, I don't know, man. Being a woman in 2024. Ooh, it would be terrifying, bro. So yeah, shout out that crazy sicko, man. What the fuck? Dude just wants breast milk. Breast milk, you make my day. Y'all ever see that Dave Chappelle where he's making fun of Diddy and making the band? And it's like, all right, you're gonna go to, Times Square and get me some titty milk and some cookies. He's like drinking breast milk right out the bottle, People making fun of Diddy being a freak all the way back then. But yeah, that guy's weird as shit. Speaking of weird as shit, we have a little compilation here of our boy Daniel Garcia. And yeah, let's check it, man.
I wish I was a little bit taller.
Gotta turn that music down. Him just humping everybody. Everybody getting humped. Oh, him and Aubrey. Come on, y'all. That's the future. That's Austin and Rock. I'm saving that in here, too. That's going in my next music video. That's the next Austin and Rock, man. Hold on. Wrestling Soup says, I haven't been on... Here, no, I'm not only am I doing that, but Wrestling Soup, where the fuck are you, dude? In this chat. Here, I have to look on the other. I gotta refresh it. Sorry, guys. Compelling stuff. 122 of you watching. Run those likes up to 100, you greedy bastards. Run them up to 100. Sneeze and spanks, if you don't mind. Here, I'm trying to see, where are you, Wrestling Soup? I'm trying to oh, you're probably on the other channel. I haven't been on X in a week. I can see Dave. Dude, you have to screenshot me and send me shit. That's your new mission. Until I can see Dave. Maybe I just need to like update my shit. Who knows? But yeah, I think if you're in this chat here, I'm just giving you a fucking... Yeah, here you are, bud. Sorry, guys. I know, compelling radio. We're not done with sickos here. I just want to give Wrestling Soup a wrench on my channel. And I'm not even asking permission, bud. You're just getting one. There you go. All right, Wrestling Soup, you got a wrench. Okay. Anyways, back to the show. Back to your regularly scheduled program, except for it's a run-in, so it is not regularly scheduled whatsoever. Okay. Hope you're all wrenched up, buddy. Okay. Moving along here. All love. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, people dipped out the show, man, doing tech work on this end. Anyways, though. So, yeah, Daniel Garcia dancing. That's hilarious. So we have Eric Bischoff here getting in a fight with... I didn't know if this was legit Jim Herd. Like, I'm such a noob. I got worked for like a millisecond before I started going down the rabbit hole and realized like, oh. So Neckbeard says A Tale of Two Daves. We've covered this one ad nauseum, right? The 5, just a refresher, I guess. Dave Meltzer, and I'll give you guys a flute. Might as well. It's a Dave Meltzer dumb moment, I suppose, mixed in with the sickos here. So Meltzer goes, NXT did 588K 0.14 last night against the World Series and the Kamala Harris speech, lowest since going to CW. And then for AEW, rating was 628K, 0.19. Considering the World Series number at more than 18 million, I'd consider this very good. It's so funny because my girl's watching the Vince McMahon doc with me, right? And then Meltzer comes on screen and she's like, is that him? Is that the... She's like, is that fucking idiot? I'm like, yeah, dude. Hilarious shit. But anyways, though, Eric Bischoff quote tweets it and goes, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is the journalist who studies the TV business, which is hilarious. And then this guy, Jim Herd, goes, get a job. And then Bischoff goes, don't need one. Snap back at him. Clapped at him. So I don't know. Just thought I'd... Someone triggered over AEW. It's pretty funny. So now to bring you to the main event of this sicko segment, right? So shout out Scully Vibes is Scully Wrestles this is his wrestling stan account. Pardon me, guys. Oh, I need some coffee and some soda water here before we get to the main event of the evening. No, but I'll stick around. We'll watch some Grapple Vision too, okay? And yeah, I'm gonna do some Patreon stuff after this, so consider checking that out and signing up or whatever. Tons of extra content if you like this stuff, and early access to shit too. So sorry guys, I'm literally drinking coffee and soda water. Grapefruit fruit flavor. I'm one of those dudes, man. I need like 3 drinks around me. You know, I need water no matter what, and then whatever else is, you know, coffee and water. You know, I always need a water next to me at least. But sometimes I'll have like, oh, I got a juice, a fucking coffee, and a soda water going. It's craziness. Anyways, though, when you talk and babble as much as I do, goddammit, you got to mix those liquids up. You know what I mean? Alt Jake, what's up, buddy? I'll bring Alt Jake in here to do some Grapple Vision with me if he's got time. I know you're busy making some calls earlier, so if you don't have time, it's all good, buddy. But just letting the chat know I'm about to do some Grapple Vision. You can join me for that. But anyways, though, so the main event of the Sickos segment here. Shout out Scully Vibes. I see this on my timeline. At it early, and I see Ricochet going, "Suck my dick." And I got up early for once. I know Plinian was like, "Go to sleep, Phil." Plinian, I was not up all night this time, or going off of only 2 hours of sleep. I did that the other day, but I actually went to bed early for me, which was like around midnight. And yeah, I got up. I was all groggy. I took a piss. I look at the time and I'm about to lay back down, close my eyes, but it was 7:01 a.m. And I was like, nah, it's like a sign. You know, I woke up exactly at 7. I got to just tough it out today. And then my routine will be back. Will be better. You know, I don't like, you know, sleeping only like 3 or 4 or 5 fucking hours, but I do it a lot. I really shouldn't. Anyways, though, Ricochet, though, a big old SMD just right in the morning, pow, right in my face. Right. And so I'm like, shit. But Ricochet, so we'll cover this more on the live show Wednesday. But Ricochet shows up at New Japan World, or fuck it, we'll cover it right now. He showed up at New Japan World and attacked Zack Sabre Jr. So I don't want to get pulled or anything. And if we do, I'll clip this out, put it on Patreon. But yeah, so he does a little springboard, attacks him. Crowd actually popped hard, like better than his AEW reception or anything like that. Japan went nuts for Ricochet, legit. And so he goes, had to remind the world that I'm still the fucking man around here. And then this guy goes, it ain't 2012 anymore, cuz. And he goes, I agree. But it's crazy that all these people just jump on and start hating on Ricochet. Like, bro, why are we hating on Ricochet? He told you guys, like, I get it. Now he's being cringe on fucking socials. So now you get PWT'd. Bam. Now you get Phil Marks. But for real, like, I get it. Now you're going off on motherfuckers. And when it goes to the suck my dick, but also when you are getting this much hate all day, I get why dudes like fucking awful are making little videos. And this guy's doing suck my dick, you know? Look at, he says, I know, I agree, blah, blah, blah. And then eventually after the 10th dude being like, man, you ain't shit, he's got to be like, bro, suck it, you know? And I get it, but just stay off the shit. Just post and ghost. Easier said than done. Oh, but Phil, you don't practice what you preach. That's not very fair to not practice what you preach because you're arguing with Marks. I'm also not a millionaire who is on television like Ricochet. You guys know what I'm saying? I got to get mine. I got to get mine somehow, right? So trust me, there's a method to the madness. If I had fucking $1 million and 1 million followers or whatever, you wouldn't see me arguing with motherfuckers, you know? So, but it's like, I got 2,000 followers, you know? It's like, I'm trying to build these things here, right? We got a mission in mind. But anyways, so Ricochet, I know, responding to this guy, Jobber, aren't you junior heavyweight in New Japan? Like, oh, come on now, ref MJ from NJ. That's not very fair to call him a junior heavyweight when he's mixing it up with the likes of Braun Breaker over on WWE television. That's not very fair, Eric. But yeah, everyone just jumps on him, Stinky, the poop, ew, Stinky, like just going hard on the man. Lady Frost under there clapping. Yeah. I mean, I'm supporting Ricochet here. I hearted it. See that shit? And I'm stingy with my hearts. No. Anyways, though, yeah, he drops a suck my dick to this guy who goes, anyways, who quote tweets it. So he goes under this guy's quote tweet, which, like, I understand if he's responded to motherfuckers under his tweet, but then to go to the dude's quote tweets, that means he's looking at all the quote tweets. Bro, you don't got to do that, Ricochet. You got millions of dollars and a hot-ass wife. You don't got to be doing that. And he goes, why do you even follow if you don't like me? And that's silly to me, too. People have said, why do you follow? Oh, you don't like me? You think I say crazy shit? Why do you follow me? Because you say crazy shit. Like, what do you mean? It's fucking Twitter. I don't have to agree with what everybody says to follow you. I don't endorse everyone I follow, what they believe in or what they say, But it's like I follow lots of people I don't agree with or don't like. It's Twitter, bro. It's not it's crazy. But so Ricochet, it's like don't even say that and don't even respond to him. But this guy goes, put the phone down, Trevor. And it's like, come on. This guy's name is at WWTKO, which, by the way, great handle. Good thing he scooped that up. But he goes, put the phone down, Trevor, calls him by his real name, which, like, I get it. It's Twitter. You want to be your real self, but then at the same time, it's wrestling, so you got to be a kayfabe and work the shoot work gimmick, brother. Gimmick infringements, brother. I get it. It's a weird, kooky thing. That's why I make fun of it all. And and Ricochet gets offended by his own real name and goes, suck my dick, which, like, you get it all day. And then this guy goes, why? Does Samantha refuse to do it? And then this guy goes, oh my God, bitch, ska. And it's like, all right. So I'm defending Ricochet here, but also I'm being critical of Ricochet. Ricochet, fuck these marks, bro. Don't pay us attention, dog. Enjoy your money and your wife and your fucking limited dates and your flights to Japan and all that shit. Like, and this guy comes in. Why does Samantha refuse to do it? Just baked him. And his name is All Empty Wrestling. Ugh. It's so funny, dude. The drones have gotten just as bad as the sickos, and we're here for it. Chronicling it here. The Sicko Wars at PWT. So moving along, right? Dijak. I see this the other day. Oh, my goodness. So they... This is so cringe. This is maybe the cringiest sicko segment we've ever done. So WWE ID, if you don't follow them, it's the legit WWE ID account, right? And they're posting things like number 20 revealed, and it's some angry guy's face, and they're tweeting out like graphics like this, vacant, who is this, question mark, and it's like a silhouette of a girl, and they're teasing like we're already scoping and signing people and blah blah blah. And Dijak quote tweets it and goes, imagine the swerve when they name me, LOL, but serious. Then he tags all these people, and like, good on him putting everyone over, but he's always like, he does that interview with Alfred, and he's like, they had all these plans for me. We're doing this. Like, he's inserted in everyone loved me. You know what I mean? The boss loved me. I was actually told by that this would happen. And then even here, like, imagine they swerve, like the swerve when they name me. He's inserting himself like in this shit. They're gonna call me to main roster. I just had what they said was the best match ever in the speed tournament on main event or whatever. Like, he's always on some shit like that. That's all I'm saying. I saw the DMs too of him talking to a dirt sheet, and it's the same sort of thing. Like, he's not really telling them precisely what they're doing, but basically how he's just like, yeah, they promised me this, and it's just, he inserts himself kind of. And so I saw this is like a day ago, and I laughed this one off. I'm like, whatever, but it is kind of like, imagine the swerve when they name me as like a WWE ID prospect, but you just got released. It just sort of is like, and he hasn't really made waves since he's been in the indies. Like, what has he really done You know, I know he's done some shows. I know they've probably been sold out, but there's shit like Cardona does stuff and everyone talks about it, right? Even I've seen like Atrocity Cruel do some shit. People are talking about it. He hasn't like made a big wave since being on the indies type thing. So just like, oh, you're an ID prospect. Imagine the swerve. It's like, I don't know. That wouldn't really be, I don't know. So this one, I just kind of let it go. It's like, whatever, you know, it kind of, I was like, okay. But then 2 hours ago, like before I start the show, or 8:33 a.m. Yeah, so 3 hours ago, I believe at this point, whatever. So like it's announced Ricochet from the AEW Twitter, Ricochet and a mystery partner taking on Fletcher and Konosuke Takeshita live from Manchester, New Hampshire. Right? This is head to head with NXT coming up this Wednesday. PWT live show be there. But Dijak quote tweets it, and then he's like, "Hi, at King Ricochet, look at this, bro. Like, look how long of a thing this is. First off, like, this isn't a funny quip. This is literally him, like, begging for an AEW job. I don't know. Dude probably want to punch me in the face for saying begging for a job. But chat, what does this look like to you? I cringed so hard when I saw this morning, dude. What does this look like to you guys? I don't know. Look at this long ass thing. Like, this isn't a funny where he's like, ratio, Santi Zop, haha. It's like fucking he's literally doing Steiner math on how it's economically better and feasible for Tony Khan to bring this guy in. Let's read this. He goes, "Hey, King Ricochet, this is Donovan Dijak. Last time you saw me, I was T-Bar. Sorry about the retribution stuff. Anyways, I live about 26 minutes away from this arena, so if you guys want to save on travel costs or whatever, then I could definitely be your mystery partner. I'd probably just drive my own car there, and the gas would only be like $9 or whatever, so no big deal. It is a Wednesday, though, so my kids go to bed at 7 p.m., and Daddy usually tucks them in, but like I said, 26-minute drive, so shouldn't really be an issue unless we are the opener." Guys, is this a DM he accidentally... Like, is this supposed to be funny? I don't know, man. Listen, I'm not the arbiter of what's funny. I think I'm pretty humorous. Live shows and shit do pretty well. I'm just cringing. I'm literally just douche chilling. Like, he goes, probably shouldn't be the opener, no, though, right? Because you're a big star and the other guys are big stars, and I'm a pretty big star too. Plus, it's like a surprise debut and a hometown pop and stuff. So that would be pretty exciting. Maybe it should be the main event instead. Like, I get he's kidding, but he goes, I don't know, just spitballing. So anyways, yeah, if you think that's a cool idea, shoot me a text. We've texted before, so you have my number or DM or whatever. Both are fine. If not, no worries. I know it's a little bit short notice. Maybe you already have someone else in mind. I'm kind of sore anyways because I've been wrestling quite a bit lately. So the extra rest won't kill me. Haha. But yeah, either way, let me know. Hope all is well. Good luck in your tag team match. Is this like a cry for help? What is?
You what?
You know what I mean? Chat, are you guys Rabid Wolverine LC Killer 17 says Ricochet is down with the sickness. Yeah. Absolutely, dude. And he'd probably say SMD for you saying that. Then Mike Sauceley says, I joined JD Pod, which you have to be a sub for 14 days to chat. And I sent 10 flute twice, and now I can't chat. Yeah, dude. They all fucking fear the chat. The flute. And the chat. PWT chat. They fear it, bro. Everyone. What can I tell you? Thank you for the super chat. And yeah, everyone fears the flutes, man. We're going to get fucking shirts that say that. Fear the flutes. Or don't fear the flutes, actually. Embrace the flutes. Guys, 164 of you watching. Run the likes up to 100. Don't be greedy. Dijak might punch me in the face if I see him in person for saying what I'm saying right now. Run the likes up. 44 likes. Like there's 100 more of you watching than they're all likes. Run them up to 100. I'll stop asking. Thank you so much. Anyways, though, this seems like it just smells like desperation, kind of. Run the likes up. I might die. Okay, I might get beat up by Ricochet and Donovan. But for real, like, yeah, shout out Dijak. I've never like shit on his work or anything, but yeah, we've been chronicling it here, folks. That shit is cringe, and this just like wasn't funny to me. It's just like, look at me inserting everything. 7K likes though, so he goes, ha ha ha, this is great. I'll give it a think. But now if he doesn't show up, you just like made people mad and shit on AEW more. It's gonna end up being like fucking Orange Cassidy or someone. Who's it gonna be? You know? But yeah, a lot of people are like, make the call, Tony. Let's cook Tony. And it's like, you can't fucking, unless he does show up. But then it's like, I don't know. It's for the sickos, and it's just making fun of WWE, and that's why you got not making fun of it, but being like having to reference it, and then, which I get, it's part of the history, but AEW isn't focused on any of their own history really. You know, they're always looking, even like Owen Hart. It's like he fucking never wrestled near you guys, you know? So it's like, I get it, but I also don't get it, you know? You own Ring of Honor, focus more on that history, like on Ring of Honor, not on your show. But yeah, fuck, I don't know. That stuff's hilarious. What else do I got? There might be another little nugget on there. No, there isn't. So that was our sicko segment, guys. So we'll stop sharing that. That was our sicko segment. I will give you an and let's hang out and watch some Grapple Vision, guys, for a little bit. How about that? And we'll comment on it, do some commentary, and I'm going to send a link over to my bruv. Where the fuck is he? Here, I don't know. I'm sending a link to all Jake. I don't know if he's fucking busy. If you are, you can pop in. If you're not, or if you're whatever, vice versa. You all know how it goes. Let's share this tab and let's go over to this lovely channel. Our good friends over at Grapple Vision. And so here we go. Grapple Vision. So last time we watched whatever Walker versus Rick Steiner, Vordell Walker, whatever Walker. This time we're going to watch Yoshi Tatsu. Now this one's 33 minutes, but it's not actually that long. It's like 20 minutes of Tatsu fucking talking, so we're not going to listen to all that. And then we're going to do this one with Loki, where we covered it on the show, where Loki talked about, I got jumped by all the guys in NXT, blah, blah, blah. Well, wrestling gets real here. Grapple Vision, rather, puts it together for us in a nice little compilation with some other Mick Foley stories and that. So it's a good follow-up to what we covered before. So let's watch this one here. This one's featuring Steve-O, Umaga, great stuff. We'll run it up a like. Make sure you subscribe to Grapple Vision. Much bigger channel than ours here, but let's react to this.
When we were on Monday Night Raw, this was 2006. Jackass.
So Steve-O, sober Steve-O now, if you guys follow him, and Chris Pontius, one of the Wild Boys. I'm a wild boy. I'm a wild boy.
Number 2 had just come out. It was number 1 in the box office.
We weren't originally like set to go into to wrestle. Like they want us to go into the ring and plug some stuff. And Vince McMahon's out there and he's like, you're going to get these guys in the ring and not have them wrestle? We are fucking idiots if we don't get them to wrestle somebody.
I remember walking through it and being really fascinated to see like how much preparation goes into one of these matches.
Yeah. I don't care if people say it's fake. It was not fake. We got our asses kicked.
Fucking fake.
Yeah.
Hey guys, come on in! Oh, look out!
I strongly suspect that
Yeah, dude.
they went like harder on me. They're the one guy, Umaga. I mean, granted, of course, because the match was supposed to be over and I kept moving around, and that I didn't realize is a sign of disrespect.
It's funny they call it like a fucking match when it's just like a run in and a beat down. You know what I mean?
And so he really like beat me into a blackout.
Yeah, you are on drugs.
We came here to do two things: kick some ass and whoop some butt.
That's pretty funny. We came here to kick some ass and whoop some butt. That is pretty goddamn funny.
Fired up. You're fired up.
Actually do not remember leaving the ring, but even before that, earlier in the match, I suspect that he was like maybe making some kind of a point. I've heard somebody suggest that when like celebrities or like, you know, non like real wrestlers get in the ring, that they almost like go harder on them, like they like want to make it. Like,
Unless you're Jay Leno, the GOAT. So, so here's Ronda Rousey piping in with a little something.
I mean, there's just so many unspoken rules. There's so much unspoken that like everyone's expected to know, but like how the hell are you supposed to know kind of a thing.
So Umaga never talks, right?
No, he just growls.
Umaga has since died of a heart attack. So rest in peace, Umaga. Yeah. So Umaga comes into the ring, and I'm going to show off by performing a back.
Yeah, R.I.P. Umaga, dude.
Yeah.
And I had no confidence that I was going to land it, and I stomped it so perfect. That's just me being surprised. I'm like, whoa. That's one of the best backflips I think I ever did in my life. I was never really like a big wrestling fan, but when I got here, God, I felt like I was born to do this.
Oh, yeah. You were.
I mean, dude, we're all...
Dude, jackass people, they should be good at like at least taking bumps. You know what I mean? You'd think they'd go hand in hand with pro wrestling. And I don't know, Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn. I don't care what anyone says. It's so dumb. But the fucking crowd reaction and like how Sammy just directed everything. I love that match. That's a match that I'll go back sometimes and just watch because I laughed so hard during like when they bring out the giant mousetrap, it's so fucking dumb and ridiculous, but it works because it's Conspiracy Sammy versus Johnny Knoxville, who's a jackass, and all the jackass guys come out. I don't know. I think it just lends itself perfectly. Pro wrestlers and jackass. Like when Lesnar F5'd fucking, I think it was Johnny Knoxville, like through a table at that restaurant or whatever. That shit is so funny. And I can't believe there's not more of that in their movies, you know? But yeah, anyways.
To a great start.
We're off to a great start. Yeah. Like our move,
like look at that.
That's a fighting move.
Like that's actually funny as fuck that they came up with that. Yeah, dude, do a handstand and I'll throw you. Like it makes sense. And then the wrestler just beats their asses. Like to me, it's circus, it's carnival. The end of the day, that's what pro wrestling is. Sorry, I'm done psychoanalyzing these jackasses here.
We're off to a great start. Yeah. Like our move, like that's a fighting move.
How he sustained that.
Yeah. But then when he catches you, the violence that he throws you down, and like I woke up in the middle of the night and I couldn't breathe. Like
I was supposed to laugh at you at this point, but I wasn't supposed to laugh later. Now he's gonna hit me with the fucking elbow that actually knocked me into a blackout. And I showed this to Jason Ellis. And he said, dude, that is not a WWE elbow. That is an MMA. Fucking, dude, look. Oh.
That absolutely is. That is violent, dude. Umaga comes down with his elbow. That, Jake, ladies and gentlemen. What's happening, buddy?
Good morning. How's everybody doing?
We're doing great, man. Dude,
awesome.
This violent 400-pound Umaga elbow coming down on Steve-O. First off, that slam was vicious, and then this big elbow.
Yeah.
Boom. So like
because
the
he's
neck
smiling.
and like
Umaga's so pissed.
yeah, like the lower base of the skull too. Like you can't even do that in MMA. You're not allowed to hit people there. Like that's fucked.
Now I'm like begging him. I'm like, please stop doing this to me. But that means he has.
When we did leave the ring, we went down the aisle, we went into the control room, and Vince McMahon is in there, and he's like, yes.
Yeah, I love it, pal. Now give him a stink face while he's sitting in the corner. Ah. Oh my goodness. What? We still live? You know it. You know it. Okay, here we go. This is
They
hilarious.
could have stressed the importance of staying down a little bit more.
Right. I mean, dude, this got really ugly. Turn the camera on there. Look at. That's not a face that I make. Come on, dude. It might have been the greatest match.
And I think there's also like a chip on people's shoulder thinking that they don't get the respect that they deserve for what they do. So a lot of times they come from outside and they think like, oh yeah, this is whatever tip tap bullshit, fake whatevers. And people kind of have that chip on their shoulder to prove to them like, hey, this is tough stuff. And this is something you should
Of course, we've heard that time and time again.
take seriously. And there was like, you know, these unspoken rules, like you were saying, you're trying to flail around and show, oh my God, this hurt so much, but you were supposed to lay dead. But because you didn't know that unspoken rule, they beat the shit out of you until you lay down, which is
Old school wrestling. Yeah. Go out there and beat the shit out of this clown.
it's like kind of what, I don't know, like in like pro wrestling, there's like almost like a hazing to kind of get you to think the way that they want you to think.
X-Pac, get over here and take a shit in his bag. Or you're
You can adopt the system and way of thinking. And so if you kind of like walk into the back door and you don't know any of that, there's just so much of like etiquette.
That makes perfect sense.
My neck was broken.
So this is a long Yoshi Tatsu sort of ramble, not to say ramble, but he goes off like he tells a story. If you guys look at the bottom left corner here, we'll just show you when his neck got shoot broken.
I heard the sound
from AJ Styles.
You know?
Boom.
Yeah.
So he looked down, he tucked his chin instead of, you know, multiple people have had that happen. So that's that Grapple Vision here. Let's scroll through. I don't think there's another fight or anything. Yeah, right here at the end, there's some more stuff. So we'll play this. And shout out Yoshi Tatsu. Just he goes on for like 20 minutes describing like all of these things that I had no idea what he was talking about for like fucking all of it. So yeah, here's some more stuff. Let's see what happens here. And then we're going to do the next one too, which has Loki, which we chronicled on the show before. So it'll be good to get like the summed up version with a little more context. So here we go. But that's after this. These are just some indie guys, beer belly dude right here with some fire pants on. Let's see what happens. Hopefully no one gets hurt too badly. Oh, we got a run in. So this guy's wailing on him. Let's see. They pause and look at each other. Then he starts throwing punches again. Just so bad. Whatever this indie fed is. A new heel debuts. This guy comes from out of nowhere, starts glomming him with his bat. Okay.
Who else can come in?
I told you people it was coming, but you didn't want to listen.
Now they're cutting a promo, so I don't know where it's getting real here unless he just shoots a pipe bomb. Maybe they get, oh yeah, it looks like some shit goes down. Here, let's see what the next. He goes, he was a bit stiff with the local hero, so let's just skip ahead here. So this new heel was a bit stiff with the local hero. Okay. So what happens from here? Let's see. Oh, so this is the local hero. They're stiff with him. Let's see what happens. Only in the middle of like butt fuck nowhere somewhere are people intimidated by these guys wearing fucking blue collar shirts. Like these guys look like they have office jobs and they're like the big evil villains in this fucking factory town or whatever.
It sounds like it was taken in an office multi-purpose room. Like you're in a multi-purpose room in a building. Like that's where this is filmed.
I love it, dude. Nothing beats a good old fucking wrestling indie, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're a little stiff. Let's see what the fuck happens. No one's really fighting. So he whips his... Okay, the crowd gets more unruly with every line of the promo. So he starts going hard, probably calling them...
Stupid! Get me out the door! Open the demon! Chase in and home!
So a heated promo later, he now has to try and leave. Okay, so I think they're going to chase him out of here or something. Let's see this. Yeah, right. So okay, you guys see this, so this is why they put this in the video. So he's acting all tough, then the crowd's like, nah, dude, fuck you. And then he starts going, if you touch me, I'll sue you. I'll sue you. It's like you're talking all this shit. It's a big fucking heated promo. You know what I mean? And then on your way out, you're the big, bad, tough guy, beat up all the heels. Someone gets in your face, and then he starts telling them he'll sue them. That's the funniest shit ever. Here, let's see. For real, though, they look the part, though. They're wearing ties and, like, it's like they look like office workers, dude. He's like, yeah, I'll call my uncle IRS. He'll get down here right quick. We'll sue the shit out of you. Have you done your taxes? Oh, my God.
He's doing like the come on thing, but don't touch me, I'll sue you.
Imagine Kane comes in, Tombstone's Undertaker, the crowd riots. He goes, hey, don't touch me, I'll sue you. So funny.
Use the Timu HBK.
And then he gets on the mic and says, if anyone touches me, I'll sue your asses. Oh my God, what an L.
Anyone want to touch me? Yeah! Throw the chairs Come on in, man.
Damn, so he talks shit on his way out, pushes these guys out of the way.
Take him out.
And then they legit are going to kick his ass out now. Like, people are legit hot at this dude.
Touch me, not sue you.
Like, he's yelling at the security now, touch me and I'll sue you.
Right now! You're just a couple of candy asses. Come around your own country. You touch me, I'll sue you.
You're just a couple of candy ass.
Well, put your face at that table. I'd like to see you do it. You couldn't do it.
I'd like to see you do it.
10 people show up to your show.
We're in the back room of a diner? Where is this?
Dude, they're like in the back of a Chinese restaurant. And he's like, what are you going to do when 10 guys show up to your show? And then he's like, where are you going to do that? And then the people working are like, you know, trying to get fucking udon noodles ready for the next day. There's like a Coke cooler right here.
Chinese restaurant in Jersey.
You take it. I'll put you through that fucking wall. Come right on. Come on. I don't know who you're talking about. Global Impact Wrestling has the biggest ratings. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. I'm not getting the hell out. You're a piece of crap. Hey, anytime. I'll meet you in Jacksonville. I'll be there, baby. I'll be there. Let's do something like that. Hey, everybody.
This is like the fucking IWC come to life. This is just madness right here, dude.
Get it. What are you doing?
That's it.
This
is Twitter in live action.
Yeah. HBK. Everybody wants to step up. Everybody wants to step up. Anybody want to step up? Step up. You're a pussy.
Oh my god. Anyone want to step up? Step up. You're a pussy.
I just want to know who the Timu HBK was. HBK from Wish over there with that hat.
And then they hop into this car and then they just peel out. The car's waiting for them to. Like, this is our pipe bomb. This shit is hilarious. They're chased out of town for the night.
Speeding off in their Toyota Tercel.
Yeah, dude.
If you're new here, be sure to hit subscribe.
Yo, that is amazing. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we're going to go back here because we got another one to watch. We're going to watch the one with Loki. This one's 12 minutes long, folks. Before we get into it, make sure you guys are running them likes up. Better be 100 likes on this thing. And yeah, I appreciate you all so much. So Wrestling Gets Real Volume 38. This one's a little funnier, a little more action packed. We've been going an hour and a half here, so let's go. Pretty much a long ass live stream. Yeah. Yeah. Live show Wednesday night, Saturday night. And I might do one Sunday too for this fucking AEW pay-per-view or whatever day it's on. So yeah, Grapple Vision, shout them out. This is Wrestling Gets Real Volume 38 with Loki.
And it's like, which low-key incident is it? He's got a few.
Yeah, that's just it. I think he like highlights a couple of them to like give more context. Yeah, Grapple Vision does great work here. I always say he, but I think it's multiple people like operate the shit. But whatever, that's semantics. It doesn't really matter. The mass transit every time.
So what's going on with you? You're out of wrestling. You were a very successful wrestler for years as Cactus Jack and for years as Mankind.
Yes.
And now all of a sudden you stop. Why?
After I wrote this book.
Yeah.
Have a nice day.
Howard Stern is so shit in 2024, dude.
Oh yeah, no, it's
God. I really have nothing left to do.
He used to be so good, dude.
In wrestling, and I'd had a very physical style, and I was kind of paying the price. People told me 15 years ago, "Oh, you're never gonna last, kid. You can't do that stuff." And
what kind of stuff were you doing that was really hurting you?
You know, a lot of it was things that weren't risky, but they were painful to do time after time after time. Like I used to do the moves that were normally done in the ring and take them out of the ring.
Right.
The feeling was then, hey, if I get backdropped in the concrete, everybody hears my body splat, then they're going to think this match was real.
Right.
Now, nobody thinks it's any more real than it was when I started.
That was in your mind.
In my mind, right. So now,
was your body, are you really messed up? I mean, what?
Judas in my mind.
What are your pains every day?
You know, they're, I guess they're probably equivalent to somebody who played football for 15 years.
Knees?
Yeah, the knees are bad.
What happens in the morning when you wake up?
It takes a little while to get going.
Really?
Yeah.
One of your ears was partially ripped off,
Yeah,
right?
you had a picture of that for a long time.
You know, how did that happen?
Well, that happened. I was in a match in Germany with a guy named Vader, and I was doing a move where I used to get my head caught up in the ropes.
Yeah.
I was the only guy who would do it because it would hurt. Like the ear had already been stitched up like 5 or 6 times.
Right.
I had a bunch of zippers back there, and so you could say that was a dumb thing to continue.
Man, he was just one of a kind, you know, and he was so awesome because he's the only guy who did that shit. It's not like everyone was doing it, you know. A real sicko, pal.
continue doing, but it was like I'm a pretty physically limited guy, and that was my move because no one else would do it.
You were limited because you're a heavy guy.
Yeah, heavy, and yeah, I could. And I was not one of those guys who did real well on the presidential physical fitness test.
Right.
Pull-ups, that type of thing. So I did this move, and it's like all of a sudden I realized I couldn't get out, and the ropes.
He got tied up.
Ropes were around my neck, and I mean, I'm not trying to exaggerate when I say I was in big trouble.
Because you thought you were going to not be able to breathe.
Right. What happens if it keep putting that pressure on your carotid arteries? You'll pass out, and then who knows if they would have got me out or not.
Right.
So when I pulled out, it more or less took the rope, which is an elevator cable wrapped in rubber coating, and it just kind of pushed that ear off my head.
Just slid it right
Yeah.
The whole ear came off?
About 2/3 of it.
Ugh, nasty, bro. Nasty.
Man. He just talks about it like, it's no big deal.
Yeah. Jeepers. I want to make no, I'm not even gonna do it.
any other sport, you're gonna. Was that a sound effect?
Yeah,
that's your ear coming off. There you go.
That's funny.
What?
Do you have hearing trouble?
No, actually, I don't. The biggest problem I have is that I cannot fulfill my ambition of being a carpenter.
Why?
Well, I can't put the pencil behind there.
All right.
Oh shit! Dad joke. Foley. Dad joke Foley. Okay, play now.
And I can't wear bad, right?
Yeah, right.
I can't wear sunglasses, but it's not that bad.
See, when your ear rips off, they take you to the hospital, they sew it back on, you just don't even have an ear
This
there.
was right after the John Wayne Bobbitt thing.
Right.
So I wasn't that worried. And as a matter of fact, we wrestled another couple minutes.
Did they find your ear? You got it?
What happened was it was kind of a unique scenario because we had two referees. We were over in Germany. Two referees had been injured and sent home. Referees, so they brought a guy from France over who spoke no English.
Yeah.
So you can see it was on a handheld videotape. It wasn't a commercial videotape.
Two refs get injured.
I got back in the ring, and I knew I was hurt because the blood was kind of.
You think AEW's bad? The refs get hurt in Germany. Two refs get injured.
Pouring down on the mats, and I could kind of hear it, hitting the mat.
Oh my God!
I got back in the ring, and I knew I was hurt, but I didn't know how bad. And so you see it, I blocked this guy Vader's punch. I threw one of my own, and the ear just fell off to the canvas.
Wow!
Ooh, the fans must have loved that.
Yeah, but the referee now didn't speak any English, so he couldn't tell me I have your ear. So he then handed it to the ring announcer, who brought it to the back. And so as soon as this match was over, a couple minutes later, I go, let me check out. Oh, it's gone.
You see, what you're saying is kind of interesting, and what I always felt about it. While everyone's saying, "Oh, gee, wrestling's fake,"
right.
It's still to pull off the stunts.
Right.
It is the hard part.
Especially if you
to make it look real.
Well, it's like
especially if you don't know what you're doing, which you clearly didn't. Because you have to take a razor blade and cut yourself.
It's been a long time since I had to do that type of thing.
But even still, that's got to take its toll.
I finally smartened up. I was having a match with the Undertaker, right? And
Right.
It was Mankind. No one really knew what I looked like underneath the mask. And at that time, not a lot of people did. Even only the people who knew I was Cactus Jack. So I thought, we'll have the mask come off, and I'll be like scarred underneath it.
Right.
So what I did is when I was driving to the show a day earlier, I had a piece of sandpaper, and I was.
Jesus Christ! Took sand. Is he gonna say he took sandpaper to himself? Ugh.
He just holds his hand like that. Like, yeah, I start cringing.
Taking my skin off.
And he's like, dude, they didn't know what I looked like under the mask. Yeah, it was like a Vader mask. We can picture it. You know what I mean? The idea is like the masks don't even really matter. I don't know. Craziness.
With the sandpaper.
Wow. Heard of makeup.
You are insane. This is where the makeup comes in.
And he would like rip his hair out for real when he was Mankind and shit, And then all that, obviously, all the King of the Ring match, Hell in a Cell. We all know. But it's those all the times he would like take that elbow drop to the outside, or he'd give it, like off the apron, all of those, like this one where he'd take the flip with his head through the ropes. He did that for years before he even did anything crazy in the WWF. And we know him for so much crazy shit. But at the same time, it's like, it's this shit here he was doing outside the ring. Like, bro, you didn't need to sandpaper your fucking face. It's crazy.
No wonder they
then
loved
the guy I'm wrestling, I burnt him before, with special flash paper, and he went to the makeup artist and had a burn put on, and I had a real one, and his looked better than mine.
Oh.
Really?
I was like, there
Damn,
is a secret to this type of thing.
Oh my god.
Jesus, man.
Yeah,
shout
that
out-
elbow drop was no joke when he would do it back
shout
in,
out-
like old NWA days where it was on the concrete or like the 1-inch mat. Oh, the sound that he would make when he hit there.
Dude, and shout out the makeout people in WWE. And making their way to the ring, 100% proof. Jerry and Chris Nelms. I should have said it the other way, but goddamn, are you familiar, Jake, with Jerry and Chris Nelms? I'm assuming brothers or cousins.
I cannot say I'm very familiar with 100% proof or 100 proof.
Yeah, whatever it is. Beer money wannabe fucking.
Yeah. America's least wanted.
Yeah. Knop side heroes.
Oh,
the Knop
God.
side. Let's go. Voodoo and Scratch were the spooky guys in the Fed. I'm like spooky, and he's like kind of like Kane, but it's like, you know, its own thing. It totally works. Trust
He's
me.
like a mixture of Kane and Bane. Look at the mask, man.
Yeah. Have you seen the news? So there's like blue Kane, and then there was Gain. That was like a rainbow
Yeah.
cane. And then the other day I saw the latest one, cocaine. And
Cocaine,
it's like
yes.
an all white cane. Oh
And he's got
man.
powder coming out of his gloves. That was great.
Oh my god. AEW is gonna sign him.
Right.
Anyways.
Absolutely. Tony Khan's favorite wrestler.
Yeah.
Voodoo and Scratch.
A local
God.
freeway tag team match takes place.
Oh, no. Oh, Lord.
So it's like these two local, like young guys, they're beating up this spooky guy here. Can't even pick him up, right? So these are like two local nerds. And then you see the guy in the red. Like, dude's got a literal hunchback. Is that just me? Like, dude's got
No,
a fucking
you're right.
hunchback. He's in these trunks. There's no need for that, you know? Could easily just wear like street clothes. It's not like
He looks like a shitty version of Trevor Murdoch, who already looks shitty.
and then you have this ref who's like, what's she gonna do if shit hits the fan? You know what I mean? And then you got fake La Park out here. And yeah, let's see what happens. She is a solid ref, though, thus far. I'll give her that. All right, he's got him in a headlock here. Everything seems to be going fine until oh, he's gonna hit him with the V trigger. Oh, a super kick, Adam Cole.
He's just did not want to
So
get hit.
what happened? What just happened? So the guy fanned on the super kick. It didn't connect. So now, and then this guy's like, no, please don't really beat me up. And now he's going into guard, or like now he's like defending himself. He's got his legs under his hip, over his hips there. It's like, okay, now he's like accepting almost like a full guard position. Really, that's like when you shoot or trying to defend yourself. In wrestling, you're not gonna stick your legs up. You're going to like let them come and work you. You know what I mean? So here, let's just watch this again. What I think is this guy was getting stiffed before this video even shows us, because why is he scared of this super kick? You can't be scared of that shit. Like if this guy wasn't like lighting you up before, you got to almost give them your chin and like lean into it more, whatever. I've never been in oh, come on now, Phil. You never been in the WWF. See, he like got scared of the super kick, and then this guy slapped his thigh and looks like an idiot. So he's like, all right, now I'm going to tag you. But maybe he was lighting him up before. I don't know. However, I'll trust Grapple Vision, analyze this, and is breaking it down here. So let's go. See, he's worried now. Now it's like a shoot, like Put him in the corner. Okay, he's working a bit. Oh, that's a shoot slap. His brother comes in, this hunchback. After the tag things went back to normal. Okay. So we lit him up for fucking up the super kick. That's all good. I think that's fair in wrestling.
Yeah, especially as he slapped the thigh.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Like you fucked up his thing.
Maybe he didn't want to break his glasses.
This is hilarious. This is like the most indie shit ever. But they're working, so this is all good. This is all good. As the match progresses, things take another turn. Okay, let's see. Nelms gets hit on the apron and begins lighting up the wrestler who hit him. Okay, shoulder tackle. Big guy takes a bump. Little guy hits him. Wow, so this guy just snapped out of nowhere. You guys see this? And maybe it's because he botched earlier. This guy's already mad. But, like, look at this. So this dude's, like, brother, the big dude, actually takes a bump for this little guy, right? And then so what I'm assuming this is little guy is supposed to, like, you know, he's knocking him down, knocks Buddy off the apron, gets the hot tag or whatever. This dude just said, fuck that, jumped in the ring and started for shoot beating him down. And immediately this little mini other fucking mini rascals wannabe over here on the corner, with all respect, is fucking hits the ring like a second later. And then the female ref doesn't know what to do because she can't. These are grown men about to fight. What is she going to do? You know? So here we go. Look, he just starts. But even those are to the body. Hold up, though. But even that shit was to the body. Like, he could have lit him in the face. And I'm not saying, like, oh, take advantage of people. I think that's bullshit. But at the same time, he went to his body. And, yes, he was stiff with him there. But he's just letting this guy know, like, stop fucking around. You know, I don't know if it's like he hit him too hard. To me, it just seemed like, no, you're supposed to bump off the apron. But I don't know if he hit him too hard or what. If that was, like, his receipt back for the shit earlier. Who knows what's going through their minds live in the moment. But, yeah, at least this guy was still just going to the body. Everything breaks down. Everyone hits the ring. He picks him up, slams him down, still goes to the body.
Guy's just covering.
Dude, still goes to the body, though. I'm actually giving this bearded guy credit. He could have just unleashed, and he didn't. He didn't, like, he just is going to this guy's body. Like, chill the fuck out. Sorry, I'm breaking this down a lot, but let's do this. See, body. He's stiff, but it's body, like, one to the head. His partner comes in, picks the partner up, slams him down. Ooh. Body. Doesn't even seem live, really. The slam was stiff. Everything's chill now. Could have kicked him in the head, like, didn't. So, yeah, it's just like receipts gone wrong. You know, these guys just fucking started tagging each other, and it's like, you got to be ready for that shit when it goes down. Is this CZW? Yeah, I believe so. And shout out the big guy working. When trying to break up a pin, things turn again. Okay, let's see. Drags him off for the pin.
He keeps yelling at him, too. You can see him screaming at him every time.
So he goes at him again. So he just slams him down again. Now it's like live. Yeah, this is just like a fight. So
he's just snapped.
Yeah, now it's just like a fight here. Now he's just going to walk out or what? I don't know, bro. Good on him, though. Like, okay, yeah, be professional, finish the match, or, like, I'm going to really beat the shit out of this guy and he's not being professional. I'm going to get the fuck out of here. I could see both sides of that argument, you know? Like, I could defend him and say, well, dude, this guy, he might have thought that shit was unprofessional and he's getting the fuck out of here before he, like, actually fights this guy. And that's, you know? But in this instance, too, I could see, like, oh, come on, dude, finish the match. But his brother was just trying to work. It's like Dustin Rhodes in that last one. His brother's trying to work, and he just fucking. It's like, oh, come on now.
I mean, this is why they need the WWE ID program. Actually, have good schools, because clearly the two smaller guys just were. Maybe they trained for like 2 months. Maybe that they just didn't look like they knew what they were doing.
Good stuff, pal. Okay, let's see this.
And the other brothers think I'm out of here too.
Yeah. But yeah, that was good. That one was fun. I like that. I love these little moments here.
In front of
Mad,
62
but they
people.
want to be mad from all the way over there instead of coming to me with it.
Renee, very interesting.
Hi there, Loki. I was wondering what was the
Listen, yo, we gotta bring that back one more time. That's so funny. Like, that's what you say when like a motherfucker's saying shit, and you're like, yeah, you know what I mean? So like Loki's going off on some conspiracy, and they wouldn't put me over if I didn't tell them that Vince McMahon was taking. And then fucking he's just like, yep, feeling it, dog. Like it's so funny.
Mad, but they want to be mad from all the way over there instead of coming to me with it.
Why is that so funny?
Hi there, Loki. I was wondering what was the backstage reaction when you knocked out Atu at the Evolve show. Thank you for the amazing matches. I think I've seen that. Is that when you ran after him with that like heel kick?
Yep.
Yeah, and just knocked him the fuck out.
Sure.
Was it something happened before? Was he disrespecting you before the match, or?
I told him exactly what to do to protect himself. What he did?
He just okay.
No, he did this.
Oh,
yeah, it's a fucking gimmick fight, bro. That doesn't mean, yeah, I might go. I got the 24-inch pythons, brother. Hulk Hogan said he never took steroids, bro. And he fucking did. It's a work, dog. Loki, yeah, he's doing that. It doesn't mean really kick me in the fucking head because I'm gonna. But in fairness, Loki's like he knew it was coming. I told him how to protect himself. But when he points at his chin, that doesn't mean shoot KO him. I might say suck it too. I might fucking do a backflip in the middle of my fight that you wouldn't normally do. Like, come on, Loki, that's crazy. He takes shit way too serious.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like bring it to me.
Right here. Go ahead.
Oh wow. Okay.
And the thing was, that wasn't the end of it. One, I wasn't
KOs him. One of the greatest moments like ever in indie. I remember just this video, like people downloaded it, shared the shit. Like this video was fucking like legendary. But here's the thing: he should have just drug him to the mat and just pinned him right there.
Yeah.
Like, I think they went and had a match after this shit, and it's like, you should have just covered him. It would have been insane. You know what I mean? Like, he would have been the most over motherfucker to steal from, I think, Jim Cornette or someone said that. Like, if he just had covered him, he would have been the most over guy in the business. Yeah, like, he should have just pinned him. I remember this shit went viral before, like, viral was really a thing, you know?
Yeah,
so,
it blew up LimeWire.
yeah, LimeWire and shit. I like burnt it onto fucking DVD discs and shit like that. I had like wrestling compilation discs. Yeah, I'm a mark. Yeah. But yeah, dude, this was legend. He should have just covered him. Like, how the fuck do you go? Yeah, that's how you know Loki's too goddamn serious. Like,
yep.
If this was, you should have just pinned him and it worked. But he had every intent to just KO in this dude. But just everything, the moment, the little taunt after that he does. Let's watch that again.
Hey.
Oh wow. Okay.
And the thing was, that wasn't the end of it. One, I wasn't trying to knock him out. Two, after he's in the corner, you can see I take a step or two forward and I look at the referee, and the referee puts his hands up like this.
And what's RVD's move called? Rolling Thunder?
Yeah.
That's what that kick there is like, rolling thunder or rolling lightning. I can't remember, whatever. That's like what it's called in a shoot. Is fucking that wheel kick like that where you like front flip over and you're, it's actually a real technique that people have pulled it off in MMA, sparingly, but Justin Gaethje is a fighter before he got to the UFC. He did that to a dude and KO'd him, so it's legit. And you just saw it right there. He KO'd
right?
That would have been the best finisher. That could have been his finish forever. If he just pinned him right there, but instead he taunts and is like, get up, let me beat you up more and shit.
I told him to end the match. He was already knocked out.
Exactly. I told him to end the match, but he was knocked out. Yeah, exactly. So pin him and make it a shoot. You can't tell a knocked out person, oh man, end it, bro. Just like just
Right.
end it
He's
yourself.
not thinking.
Pin him.
He
Yeah,
can't
he
think.
doesn't even know what the fuck he's saying. And the ref is like, what just happened? So you got to just be professional enough to pin his ass. Not even shitting on Loki. I do like him, like, as a wrestler. I always was a fan of him, but we covered this before, man, with the whole NXT thing. He just starts shooting on Titus O'Neil. Like, he's kind of delusional, man. He's literally dressed like the Hitman right now, living his gimmick. Dude thinks he's the Hitman,
He backed away and wouldn't end the match.
The ref backed away and wouldn't end the match.
Is that a green?
But if you pinned him, the ref would have to count it.
Exactly.
The ref would look stupid. So this is just like cope on his end,
Referee who doesn't know any better?
Whoa, that's
No?
Mike Keener. Mike Keener was one of the wrestlers from the Northeast during the late 90s.
Oh, wow. So he should have known better.
I'm treating it like a pro fight. He's done. End the match.
Right.
No. I'm treating it like a pro fight, but it's not a pro fight. It's a pro wrestling match. He's done. End the match. Yeah. Matches don't usually end in knockout, Loki. So you're supposed to cover him, and then the ref will pin him because his shoulders are down. What the fuck are you talking? Count the 10, bro. Queens,
right?
Lift
up his arm.
Doing boxing rules, dude. Like, come on, man. What are you talking about, Loki? And then look at him looking off in the distance. Like, motherfucker's just making this shit up as he's saying it, I swear.
So he didn't do that.
He didn't call it like a boxing match. I'm Mike Tyson.
So he got up. And even then, me attacking him,
He got up after fucking a minute of being KO'd, dude, laying under the ropes. Like, what are you talking about?
He got up, but his eyes were glazed.
You can see the degree of control.
Crazy.
Then, after the pinfall was over, guys tried to slide into the ring, and I stepped over him to protect him because I don't know who these guys are.
To protect him, bro. You knocked him out.
Right.
Then when I look at him, you see I wave with my finger, go get him.
It's so funny, too, because Loki's always like, I don't know who they are when people hit the ring. And he said the same shit in NXT. How do you not know who the people hitting the ring are when they tell you, okay, after your match, we're going to hit the ring? He's always making it like, no, dude. And if this is his way of like trying to kayfabe, I'm just always in gimmick, I'm working, it's all a shoot to me, brother, then okay. But when you're really knocking people out and then saying this shit, it's like, what are you talking about, man?
So even me knocking this guy out, I was still protecting him. I tried to protect him. The referee failed at his job.
Yeah, dude, I swear to God, I shot him and took his wallet, but I wasn't robbing him, dude. I was protecting him, man. I swear to God.
Gonna hold the money for him in my account.
I'm the one who gets all this hate because everyone thinks, oh, he went into business for himself.
Yeah.
No, I'm a real pro wrestler. I'm not one of these entertainers or these gimmicks. So even me.
So go to MMA then. What the fuck does that mean? You said you were treating it like a real pro fight, and now you're saying you're a real pro wrestler. So either go and really pro fight or really pro wrestle. What the fuck are you talking about?
Me trying to do the right thing, I still got hated on. I still got punished for it because others didn't do their jobs.
Yeah.
Because the ref didn't realize it was a boxing match out of nowhere. And he was fucking knocked out. And
you know when you say you lie so much, you believe your own lies?
Yes.
Like that's totally it right there. You can see it.
Shadow Bat Ash for $5 says indie wrestlers have to get all their shit in no matter the occasion and regardless of circumstances. Yeah.
Bingo.
The real sickos. Us too. Thank you, Ash. So yeah, let's hear what Loki has to say. This is hilarious.
Yeah.
Another, it's just Renee Young going. Renee Young, Renee Dupree, sorry, going, yeah. So earlier he's just like, and then Loki says all this Delulu shit, and then he just goes, yeah, for sure. I get what you're saying. James here sitting there like, what the fuck are you talking
he hasn't
about?
said a word.
What are he's like me, dude? He's like, what is this guy on?
Because others didn't do their jobs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
No, so he does a remix of all of Renee's sounds. He can make a hilarious song out of all of his sounds.
Yeah, and so he doesn't talk about the NXT one there. Maybe that's another one, but either way, round of applause, everyone, for Grapple Vision. And Jake, thank you for being here.
Absolutely, buddy.
I am going to get out of here, guys. Make sure you check out the pod I did with Suplex. Okay, that's some real shit, amazing stuff,
Yeah,
and awesome, dude. I'm gonna go record some stuff for Patreon, and so if you guys aren't, make sure you get on there. And there's stuff going on over there, and new stuff will be coming. Multiple things dropping every week, reacting to Botchamanias and Tough Enough Season 1 right now. And I just appreciate you all for being here. Jake, you're the man. You're welcome to join me over on Patreon too. You always know that. Yeah, thank you all for being here. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong thing. I'm trying to share with you guys something and I just completely botched it. What do you get? How was your morning though, Jake? Let's just tap in with Jake for a second while I fix my yeah.
Typical work stuff, I'm in interview season. I hire people for a living, and so we're pretty busy coming to the first of the year, hiring for Bonanza usually. So that's when you talk for a living. I'm like, yep, I'm always my voice is constant. I've always got 2 waters, a Gatorade.
Yeah, Meltzer and them will be looking for jobs soon. So
yeah, right.
Maybe Jake can help them out. Okay, with that, guys, come check me out over on Patreon. I'll be there in a bit. And yeah, thanks for tapping in, Jake. You're the man. See you all in the Upside Down. Peace.
Later, everybody.
By Pro Wrestling Clips. Flutes are civil. Conan broke the internet with his Vikingo contract news, though. Everyone's saying he's going to WWE.
Well, they can say whatever they want. That's not happening right now, that's for sure.
What do we got? Super Dave, Pro Wrestle Clips. Tony Khan has Camille and Megan Baines sitting at home being paid since 2023 for nothing. Come on now. It's not going to be the pod calling some kettle black on that one. Truth is the truth. Vacker was more over than Monet. Yes. I'm sorry. I'm reading slow. Vacker was more over than Monet and is going to the big times. Absolutely. And I said that. I think I covered that show. In fact, I know we did. And I pointed out, I'm going to go back and listen to my own comments. But I did make a mental note. And I think I did point out that I thought she looked really good because I had never seen her before. And now that you pointed out, I don't want to say she looked better than Mercedes, but I think the expectation was a little higher for Mercedes, obviously. And perhaps Stephanie exceeded hers and perhaps Mercedes didn't. That's my take on it.
It's time for Jim Cornette's Strike Through, sponsored by Stephen P. Send an email to our crew, buy a cameo or 2. It's Jim Cornette's Strike Through. Come and pull up to the window and we'll open up the screen. Watch his corny cuts of promo on the bitch at Dairy Queen. Hear a tale of Smoky Mountain and some stories from the South.
Then make like Vince McMahon and shove a sandwich in your mouth.
It's Jim Cornette's podcast. Taking questions you will ask. Talking wrestling from the past with his co-host Brian Last. It's Jim Cornette's podcast. Come see Narrow Kid and Pockets.